Today in the studio I have Wisconsin Rapids Mayor Zach Vruwink, and we're going to talk about a recent storm that just swept through the area on July 27th. Hail the size of 2 inches hit the area, and people need to take precautions when they're going to get stuff fixed with their roofs or their autos. And the mayor has a few tips that the city wants people to be aware of. So Mayor, why don't you share those with us?
Well, Tom, thanks for having me. When residents proceed with any sort of repairs, the first piece that the city recommends is to contact the insurance company. If any sort of reimbursement is going to be had, they need to speak to the insurance company so they can get the appropriate, make sure the appropriate steps are taken there. The other piece is contract work. We know from the 2007 hailstorm that was much more significant than this one, many out-of-town contractors came to the city. And as a result, with this storm, as we did in 2007, we required the registration of these out-of-town contractors for the purposes of door-to-door solicitation. Because we want to keep residents safe. I mean, our number one priority is to look out for the best interests of our residents. In the same way, a couple of other points that we want to recommend or remind residents, one of which is building permits are required for any sort of homework that may be done, whether it's roof or siding or windows, to make sure that the contractor is pulling the building permit, so that way it can be inspected and there's record of it on the city's behalf when the roof and other repairs were made. The other piece is to, if you're approached by a out-of-town contractor or anybody else, is to make sure you read the agreement. Don't sign anything until you've made sure that you understand what you're signing. That's for everybody's best interest. It should be a common knowledge, but unfortunately in situations like this, when it's maybe a little bit under stress and not sure what to do, best thing to do is read through those contracts to make sure there's nothing in there that residents are signing that they don't agree to.
Alrighty, well thanks Mayor for those tips. If somebody has a question, they can look at the bottom of our screen here. Has Adam Teagan's number for economic development, and they can give us some tips.
Yeah, city clerk is obviously a good resource as well, because they're the one registering the out-of-town contractors if they're going door-to-door soliciting. The other piece that we remind residents is none of this has to be done next week or today or tomorrow, that many of these repairs can last some time. So you don't have to hurry to get them done. In fact, some say that some of the repairs wouldn't need to be done until after, I mean, they probably could last a winter. So we encourage residents to take caution, exercise good common sense, and to make sure that they're looking out for their own best interest to protect themselves.